Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripping the mouse like a snake. Buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob.
Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself S08E13. And if you subscribe to the channel, I say thank you very much. And if you're not, I say please do, it will help me out a lot. Now, it's Thursday, so it's the Manchester United save, and we're going to start this episode with a game against Aston Villa. Interesting game, since they have climbed up to Champions League position here now and are competing, and I haven't rested any players, so let's see who we can use. It's going to be tough and interesting. Looks fine, to be honest. Most players, Karim Adeyemi is injured, so I'm gonna have to take him off, that's for sure. Let's bring in Verbruggen there then. And let's give actually Andrew Harper the position that Adeyemi have. Because, yeah, no, now I understand why some of the competition we're only allowed to have 7. And then Favre should be the one outside since we need a striker. Anyway, Juventus tried to buy Tariq Lamptey. They were offering £42 million for him. And actually, if they come in with a new bid, I think I'm going to say yes. Because it's time for me to put more emphasis on players like Sarikaya, who can play as a right defender, on Drew Warburton, on Thomas Kempschall. I want him to develop. He has high potential and he can play anywhere in the defense. And I want him as a right defender, but with the possibility, of course, to use him anywhere if need be. So yeah, I think if they come in with a new bid, there is a big chance that I sell Lamptey. Yeah, he's a good player, but he's nowhere near star quality. And to be honest, now I just use him as a reserve for Zakaria Boucher, especially, and for Davis if Drew Warburton can't take that position. So. And of course, it's good to have as a reserve on the bench, since he can play both left and right. But for me, I feel it's time to let him go if they want him, and Juventus wants him. So yeah, let's hope they come in with a new bid, and maybe I can at least negotiate and see if I can get it up to 50 million or something like that, and then say yes. I think we're going to play with this team, and wish me luck. We need it. It's Aston Villa. It's a good team. So let's go. And I am actually considering, if we win today, I'm actually considering, I can't remember what team it was. Oh, let's cancel. Of course, I'm going to go with the assistant's recommendation. There we go. And kick off and skip. I can't remember what team it is we are supposed to meet in the next game. I can't remember that. But if we win this game, I am actually considering playing with a lot of reserves. Unless it's Chelsea, of course, but I'm pretty sure it's not Chelsea that we're going to face in the next game. So I think that would be great if we won this game and just take out all the stars and let the young lads try to do their best in the next game. In that case, I think that would be the right thing to do, and we would have a rested team for the last game that is squeezed in with a lot of games in a short while, and that would be very, very good, I guess. So let's hope for a win here today, and that we can use a lot of reserves in the next, and then get back with the first team. Oh, come on. So far, it feels like we've been the better team, of course, but you never know. Ooh, good pass to Woodall, and it's 1-0 for Manchester United. Yes, we take the lead. Now, ain't that just wonderful? Oh, it's disallowed. Ah, come on. You mean to tell me he's offside there? It doesn't look offside. All right, I'm going to have to take your word for it, referee. Come on. Oh, here we go. Ooh. I guess I can thank the bar for that. I'm going to demand more. Elliot, Fofana headed away. Now, I think Fofana is somebody that somebody have there. Up, Ramsey. What did you do there? The yellow card. I think somebody was interested in signing Fofana as well, but I don't think we're ready to let Schmidt and Cole and those lads take the responsibility. If I felt that that they could take the responsibility. Oh, look at that! Thiago Esteves. Now will it please? No. Another VAR check for an offside. And the result is awarded! Yes! Yes! Beautiful, lads. Oh, that pass, that header, that's a goal to be remembered. Thank you, lads. Now let's continue playing like this. Yeah, if the number 15, who's number 15? No, 45 perhaps, because there are no number 50. Oh, let's look at this. Verbruggen is there. Ooh. If Verbruggen would have been involved in the game, he was offside actually at the moment we scored there. But he was never involved in the gameplay, so yeah. Here's Woodall, and here's Esteves. Oh, come on. Esteves has complained because I played him as a inverted winger and he wants to play as a winger. So now he plays like a winger and he stopped complaining. I don't want to lose Esteves, that's for sure. I know that we probably have to sell him sooner or later because he's going to become a Karim Adeyemi situation. Where we're going to have to pay him such a big salary that we need to sell him in order for him to, because we can't deal with that kind of salary, especially not now that we have so many loans and stuff from the Glazers that cost us a lot of money. So yeah. You might think it's only 2 million or something like that. It is that we pay every month on that loan that the Glazers have put Manchester United on. But £2 million, I mean, that's Mbappe's salary, basic salary for an entire month. Instead of paying to a loan that they have taken in order for them to be able to buy Manchester United once upon a time, which is, yeah, kind of ridiculous, I feel. Because in some ways it's sort of an investment, isn't it? Oh, here's Verbruggen. Ooh. It's like buying a house. If the house could make you money, and not in a way, I'm not saying that a house can't make you money. A house can make you money, but you have to sell it in order for it to make you money. You can make money just by owning a club, and you take out a loan in order to pay for it. And you then make money out of the club, enough to pay for the loan and still get an income. And yeah, that's how bit of a weird situation, I would say. But yeah, I guess it's just the way it is. They've played okay, but I do not think that we are ready here. We have another gear to put in to win this game more comfortable, I feel anyway. Now, having paid like, oh, that's not good. Having bought Manchester United in the way that the Glazers has bought them is something that has devastated Manchester United, because they put they take out winnings as well. They don't just make. Oh, let's look at this. They're not only paying the loan with the money that they make from Manchester United, they're also taking out money for themselves, and then you should have to be able to to get where was I? And then they want to take out money for themselves, and then you have to have money to buy players and everything. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of income just owning Manchester United. And imagine what they could do with the money if they were without that loan debt and without the owners taking out a lot of money out of the club. I don't know if this is true, but I've heard a lot that they take a lot of money out of Manchester United in order for them to use in their Tampa Bay situation. And if that's true, then, well, that's horrible, I think. Why should they take out money from Manchester United to put into their American team? That's not fair. Is Woodall? Ah, come on. It's been a nervous game this, I must say, because 1-0 lead is never something that you dream about, of course. And now we've had to take out one of our best players because he was tired, Esteves. We have put in another good player, I will say. Pierce. But yeah. Woodall through. Can he do something? He can! He scores! It's 2-0! Bang, boom! 27 minutes left to play. And we are 2-0 up. Thank you. Woodall. Good pass from the keeper as well, Costa. Very, very good. Come on, United. Brilliant. Here we go. Davis with a throw in. Verbruggen gets it into Favre. Divine. Ooh. And ooh. It's a free kick though. He was offside. Free kick for us. Morgan Pierce, but it's just hoisted away. Should be Davis' ball. Yes. Davis all the way back to Costa. Costa gives it out to Bouget, to Delict, back to Bouget, to Morgan Pierce. Morgan Pierce with a long ball to Favre. Favre to Favre again. There we go. 3-0. The game should be over. 23 minutes left to play, plus added time or extra time or whatever you want to call it. And we should not be dropping this unless we get some serious injury or something. I mean, Woodall, Bellingham, Davis are all very, very tired. So I think it's going to be good to play a game with a lot of reserve in the next game, so that we get to rest a lot of players. Now, Delict is, of course, criticizing it because he wants to play every game, it seems like. But I'm afraid he's going to get injured if he plays every game. And I want him fully fresh and ready to go for the tough games. For the games against Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and of course the game in the Champions League and stuff like that. So yeah, I certainly don't like it that he criticized the way that he doesn't get to play, because I think it's very important that he gets a lot of rest. I understand that he wants to play as much as possible, of course, but he has to be aware that we don't want him on any long-term injuries or anything like that. Here's Woodall to Verbruggen. Verbruggen, there we go, number 4. But it's going to be a VAR check on that. It seems like it could be, yeah, could be a bit questionable there. I was thinking maybe the defender down here could have been making him be onside, but he wasn't, so yeah. I'm not going to be complaining about that. 5 minutes to go, 3-0 up, and yeah, we played very well today again. I think this new United team is really starting to play good. I'm very happy with what we have created here now. Now, I know there's still a lot of players left in the team that we knew were good in the real life before we signed them and stuff like that. But we are getting closer and closer to where we use so many regens that it could actually mean that I've succeeded in rebuilding a new team. Verbruggen offside again. I suspected it, so that's why I didn't shout. Oh, it wasn't Verbruggen, it was Woodhull, I should say. Not Verbruggen, and it wasn't Woodhull either, because it was Favre that was offside. That first pass from Bellingham. Well, well, what do you know? There we go. Delect, Pierce, Puget, Delect, Puget. Back to Costa. Fofana, Davis, Favre. Long ball towards Woodhull. He picks it up, gets in there, gets it back to Morgan Pierce. No, Morgan Pierce were not able to score there, unfortunately. I think he needs a goal or two to come back to feeling like he belongs in the team again. Oof, look at that. Was that supposed to be a pass back to Costa or what? Anyway, it's a corner. 7.7 on Costa today, so he's been brilliant. A lot of my players have not even played well, and we're winning 3-0. Oh, Woodall pulled down. Good start to this episode, I guess. Delict, Bellingham, Delict, back to Costa, Fofana. I think it would be great as well to rest the players for the... I think we're going to end this episode with an FA Cup against Swansea at home. I can't remember the team in between, but I think that was a home game as well. So we're going to play 3 home games, if I'm not remembering incorrect. And yeah, so playing with reserves in the next game will be good for the FA Cup game as well, I do believe. Anyway, I guess I'll just see you in the next game. And so we're here. Second game of this episode at home to Fulham. And Alphonso Davies was not happy when I suggested he should be rested. So we're going to jump in. We're going to see how tired the players are. We're going to, of course, rest all the tired players. Because even though there is an entire week until the FA Cup game, which is the next game, I don't want to risk any injuries. So, yeah, let's jump in. Let's see how the team looks. Looks quite nice, except for a couple of places like Anthony Woodall. Anthony Woodall is tired, too tired, I feel. Though I do feel like he's back. After that, I feel I want to do this next match only, because there is a couple of positions that I want to rest, but also that I want to give other players the possibility. I think I'm going to be resting for Farmer completely and Boucher completely. So we're going to put in Thomas Kempschall there. And as a central defender, I think we're going to go with Mick Cole instead of Fofana. And I don't feel that he's fit enough. So Drew Warburton is going to play there today. Alphonso Davies will just have to rest. Look at that. He's so tired. How are things with Estevez? Is fit enough. Bellingham, Stockbridge is not fit enough to play. So let's bring in, I think we're going to have Zakaria there and rest Stockbridge completely. And I think we're going to bring Gosi Dovi in for him. And Anthony Woodall is too tired. And I think we're going to surprise or whatever with Tony Jenkins there. And he can't play in that situation. We want him to play as a deep-lying support player. Still red there. I don't know why. Okay. Well, we're going to do that anyway. And we hopefully not forget Anthony Woodall out there in the next game. But I don't think we're going to do that. Anyway, so this is the way we're going to play today. Don't feel that there's anybody else that is really tired, so this is the way. And looking at Patrick Favre here, by the way, he's unhappy because I didn't want to let him go to Hertha Berlin. So this could be the second player that Hertha Berlin destroys for us. We all know that he picked up Diogo Dalot on a free transfer when his contract ran out, and then they sold him to Real Madrid for £49 million, and then Real Madrid just recently, that's why I know it, so I checked it out, sold him to Inter for £46 million. So yeah, we did lose out a lot of money on Diogo Dalot, that's for sure. Anyway, this is the team, and we should be winning it against, well, I don't know if we should be winning. It's Fulham, it's a Premier League team. But we should be having a completely fresh team if no injuries occur today. We should have a fresh team to play Swansea in the FA Cup next week. Or not next week, for in real life, it's the next week in the game. So yeah, the players get a week of just training after this game, and then we're going to play Swansea, which is going to be the last game of this episode. So yeah, there's Florian, good ball to Adeyemi, but I think Adeyemi was offside there, wasn't he? Yeah, he looked offside, so it's going to be interesting to see if Tony Jenkins can do anything in a Premier League game. But it's a young lad that I want to be developing because I know that he has a lot of potential, and if he can get a couple of games and start developing, it would be great for us all. And yeah, but of course I believe he's just going to be playing the first half, and then Tino Rainman will have to come in and play the second half there. Ooh, yeah, Costa is out and gets that one. That's good. Come on, United. Can we do this? Long ball. Adeyemi is there, gets it down to Jenkins, to Estevez, gets it into Adeyemi. But he was offside. Adeyemi does run a lot of offside, I must say. But, yeah. Then again, he does score a lot of goals as well, so, yeah. Estevez, Kempschol, Dovey, Kempschol, Estevez. Turns around, tries to get in there. Oh, he gets that perfect to Zakaria or Sarakaya. But, yeah. Here comes Delict is up there fixing that problem. That's good. Jenkins to Estevez, to Dovey, to Jenkins. Gets it to Adeyemi. Adeyemi moving out. Too far out there, I would say. But Florian Ritz gets to it. That was nice to see. Well played by Manchester United, I must say. I do say that a lot, don't I? I must say. Let's see if I can bring that down a bit. Delict, Kempschol, Estevez, Dovey, Estevez, long ball. No, Florian Ritz gets it down though. Warburton. It's into Sadikaya. Jenkins. Ooh, too bad. Would have been great if he could score a goal before he left the pitch. Because that, I guess that could help him a lot in his development to score in a first team game, of course. Estevez. Oh, nothing comes of that. He hasn't played very well, and neither has Adeyemi, but I guess Adeyemi could be playing better with a better player up front together with him. I think Adeyemi is a player that they put so much emphasis in marking because he is the only really good striker that we have on the pitch. I mean, Jenkins is okay. I think he's going to be a superstar, or hopefully going to be a superstar when we look at his potential here, but his current ability is nowhere near the ability of Adeyemi and the other lads. So, yeah. In that sense, ooh, look at this. Delict. He's been a rock today, Delict. That's good to see. Let's hope we continue that the entire game. Come on, United. Now Fulham is coming. This isn't good. Thank you. I think I'm going to be a bit disappointed in them in half time. Oh. Problem is Estevez, Sadikaya, Wirtz are all tired, and I don't want to continue with Jenkins. We're going to take out Jenkins and put in Tino Rainman there. Going to the dressing room, point my fingers, I'm not happy. And let's see what we can do in this second half. Going to be interesting. But Tony Jenkins has gone off. The important thing, he got to play and he did get an average rating, which is important for him to start developing. Other than that, he didn't do a good game, one could say, or a great game. Here we go, Estevez is through, and Estevez, oh, come on. You got to do better than that in your finish, Estevez. Adeyemi, Estevez, and come on. Now he's got some problem, that's for sure. Thiago Estevez been playing very well, but hasn't been able to score. That's such a shame. Cole. And here we go. Kampschal. Rainman. Estevez. Dovey brings it up to Estevez again. And can he get the ball in? Now he gets it back to Dovey, to Rainman, to Kampschal, to Dovey. Long ball over to the other side. Sarikaya has to run for it. Here's Warburton. He gets it in. He gets it in there. Estevez. Again with Estevez. Such a shame. I think it's going to be the wingers that's going to have to come off now before they get injured. So Morgan Pierce off and Florian Wirtz is off. Morgan Pierce comes in for Estevez and Patrick Favre comes in for Florian. And there we have it. Karim Adeyemi, 1-0 for Manchester United. Thank you. And De Ligt is tired, but we don't have any more changes to be done, so yeah, that's an impossible thing to do. Would have loved to be able to take him off as well, but we're gonna have to let you stay on, and we're gonna have Mike Cole to stay on the entire game as well. Interesting. Pierce, Adeyemi. Ooh, Rainman to Favre. Favre goes down. It's a penalty. Should be taken by Adeyemi, I guess. Let's look at this. Penalty is awarded. Karim Adeyemi will step up. And what will he do? Adeyemi. He puts it in. It's 2-0 for Manchester United. And it looks like we're going to get another 3-pointer. And we are still putting pressure on Chelsea. Well, ain't that nice? Look at that. 12 points ahead of Chelsea. Are they not winning today? Goalless draw so far with Liverpool. Ooh, that seems nice. They're in a slump at the moment. I wonder if Mbappe is injured or something, since they are not winning their games. Favre, Terikaya, Favre, Warburton. Terikaya has Warburton. This is to Cole. De Ligt. Kempchal. Kempchal. Come on. Floats it in there? No. Oh, come on. Good one. Rainman, long ball towards Adeyemi. Adeyemi through. Adeyemi scores. 3-0. And I suppose this game is over. We got another 3-pointer, which is lovely. What can I tell De Ligt? Can I tell him to player instruction? No. No, I can't do anything there. Touchline shout. I can't. It doesn't matter to calm down, because that's if he's got some temper issues. I just want him to lower his tempo and take it easy back there and save himself for the next game. He doesn't have to give 110 anymore, but of course it's more to that he should stay back and not do a lot of unnecessary running, or a lot of running. Just, of course, you need to play 100% when you play, so to speak, because it's a higher risk for injuries if you go half-hearted into tackles and stuff like that. So I know that that's important, but I just thought that... Ooh, oh, thank you! Maybe he shouldn't be following the team up a lot. Maybe stay back at corners and free kicks and stuff like that, so that he doesn't run too much once he is in a situation where he's going to defend. Of course he's going to go full-hearted into that. It's just that I wish there was some way you could tell them to stay back, take it easy when we're in possession. You don't need to be so much involved. We are 4-0 up, so yeah. Favre, ooh. And perhaps that could have an impact on his, like his fitness there now, so that the heart wouldn't go down to the red. Because I certainly don't want to get him injured. 3 minutes of added time, 4-0 up, and their game is supposed to be over. And he's going to blow his whistle any minute now, I guess, or any second now. There we go. Cole got to play the entire game, and he played well. He played a 7. Mike Cole, a 7. That's good. And he's got some brilliant abilities as well. It would be nice to if we could start using him a bit as well, because every time we use them, they can, as I said, there's a chance that they will be developing. Now that's a sad part about Drew Warburton. We have been playing him quite a lot of games, but he doesn't seem to be developing in any way, shape or forms, which is very sad. And goes to Dovey, 23 now. He needs to blossom out. To be honest, maybe it would have been good to get rid of Jude Bellingham just to get him into the team before it's too late. I mean, the potential on this player is at least as good as Jude Bellingham. So, yeah, I don't know. And Sarikaya played very well. Might be a good thing to get him up. Maybe he can reach his potential a day or something as well. He's nowhere near it, but he's 22, so he's still got... But he's getting up there in the age where he needs to reach his potential. Like Florian Wirtz, 25 years of age, has reached his potential and is brilliant for us. And I certainly don't want to sell him. He's got a contract until 30. So I guess that's next season. His contract runs out next season. Maybe we'll lose him next season. Let's hope not. Morgan Pearce. Good player. Got another season. This and the next season before his contract runs out. So, and then there's Tino Rayman, who made a really good game here and has a 4 or 5-star potential. I really would love for this player to blossom out to what he's supposed to become. Anyway, I'm not going to uphold you here. We have one more game to play before this episode is over, and that's an FA Cup game against Swansea. So I guess I'll just see you there. And so we're here. Last game of this episode, FA Cup at home to Swansea. And we have a couple of bad news. I think it's 2 bad news, to be honest. De Ligt out with a flu, so he will be back soon. But look at this. Anthony Woodall out for 4 weeks. Now that's a major blow for me. I think that's something that is so sad to see. I really did not like that injury. De Ligt, that I can take that, the De Ligt injury. Well, let's look at this. There are more players not registered. Oh, come on. Not needed to be registered. Let's see. We have Samuel Schmidt we can bring in there. And we need to find somebody to take that position as a defender. I would have loved to put him there, but he's tired. How about Mike Cole? He's tired. Well, since they're all tired, I'm going to go with Tom McCarthy to take the De Ligt position there. And pretty much okay for the rest of it. Now Zakaria Boucher is sad as well because I said no to the offers from Real Madrid. So now I have a couple of players that are really upset with me. It's Favre, it's Boucher. I don't know that. I'm pretty sure there is somebody else as well. So yeah, Andrew Harper here. I'm on other things. So it's going to be a bit tough here to handle all those situations, but let's hope that we can, by winning games, go through and sort that out. I know that Samuel Schmidt was a bit disappointed with me as well once upon a time, because I think he wasn't allowed to leave for some club. Let's just see if he's signed he signed a provisional. So let's get back to where we were here, and I'm going to use this team, and we're going to see if we can beat Swansea from the Championship. I think they're a mid-table team in the Championship, and we are top of the table in the Premier League. Let's see how this will go. We're not going to go hard in on tackles, of course not. And let's see, let's do, yeah. And let's kick off and skip here. And we're off to the races. Now, of course, if we want to start believing that we're going to be a powerhouse again, we have to start winning competitions, and then games like this is of course extremely important, so that we don't go out of cups. It only takes one bad game to go out of a cup. A league, you have to do a couple of bad games in order to lose that, but you don't have to do more than one bad game to go out of this cup. So it's important that we play good today. Stockbridge. Fofana. Stockbridge. Gets it over to Wirtz. Estevez. Bouger. Wirtz. Bouger. Schmidt. Estevez. Ooh. Now, De Ligt should be back, I think, for the next game already. I think it has gone 3-4 days since he got it, and I think it was a 6-day flu or something like that, because I'm treating him with the doctor. He could have been out for about 2 weeks if I've sent him home, so I didn't want to do that. I'm treating him with the doctor, so hopefully he will be back before next game. But yeah, it's worse with Woodall, because that's 5 weeks he should be out, and that could be some potential problems with that. Woodall has become very important, almost as important as Arayemi. So yeah, he's blossomed into a really good player, but at the same time, Tino Rainman might be getting the opportunity to start develop in that way. This was a very good move by Manchester United, I guess, by us, and it seems to be 1-0 for us. Look at that, Rainman, Florian Wirtz gets it into Arayemi, and no problems with offside or anything, so very well played, and we're 1-0 up in this FA Cup game, and I'm happy with that. We are of course going to do changes if or when we have a lead that I feel comfortable with, and of course it's not going to happen until earliest when the first half is over, so I don't do changes in the first half unless it's injuries or something like that. I'll give them 45 minutes to sort things out. It's got to be something really like we are. Let's look at this. Yes, Rainman. 2-0. If I'm to change a player in the first half without something like injury or something like that, it's got to be that we are falling down completely, like at 3 or 4-0 after 20 minutes, and I just feel that I need to take him off because he's been worthless today. That's pretty much the only time I do changes in the first half. So, yeah. I'm not going to do... Ooh, let's look at that. Estevez! Ooh! That was on the line. Oh, Bellingham. Is he gonna get a card here? Please not a red one. We don't. No, it's a yellow one. Thank you. Whew, I thought he was going to have to leave the pitch. That would have been a bit worrying. Even if it is Swansea we are faced with. Oh, sorry. I accidentally hit upon the mic. Here we go. Fofana, Schmidt, Bouget, Rainman, Estevez, Adeyemi on the run. Adeyemi! Oh, come on. We need to be better in those situations. Florian. Rainman was there, but wasn't good enough to get his head on that one. 17 minutes into the game and but that wasn't a save. He didn't hit within the goal frame. Oh, what a God's name. Joel, De La Torre. Here we go, and here's Bellingham. Bellingham to Estevez, back to Bellingham. Oh, now that's a shame, because situations like that should be a goal. You should not be able to miss that, Bellingham. That's like an open goal. Offside on Florian. Come on, United. Stop it, shoot. No. Adeyemi, he fires it in. 3-0. Lovely. I guess this game is over, so we're going to do some changes in the second half, and I'm just going to be making sure we do the right changes. I am considering actually letting, not doing the usual, taking out the wingers because they're tired. I'm going to let them run themselves tired, and hopefully they won't get too tired and get injured, but I'm going to try to give players that doesn't get to have a lot of opportunity to play otherwise. So it looks like I'm going to put in Adam Ferguson, and that I'm going to put in Tom McCarthy and Andrew Harper. So those are going to get the opportunity in the second half is what I'm thinking. So, but we played brilliant the first half here now, I guess. 3-0 up, and I haven't any big complaints about anybody. A small complaint that Davies isn't playing better and Boucher isn't playing better, and I understand why Boucher doesn't play better. He's irritated, but hopefully that will go over. And there is Adeyemi again, but I'm pretty sure he was offside this time, wasn't he? No, that was his hat-trick. Well done. Good pass by Rainman there to Florian. Florian getting it into Estevez, who gets it over to Adeyemi. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal, that's for sure. Schmidt, Bellingham, Stockbridge, Adeyemi, Rainman, back to Adeyemi, he fires, he fires one off, and yeah, 4-0, and Adeyemi have scored a hat-trick today. I don't know if it was the first or the second game in this episode. I think it was in the first game. He actually scored 4 goals without me mentioning it. He scored all 4 goals in one of our... I think it was the first game we played today. I think it had to be the game against Aston Villa. I think he scored all 4 games against Aston Villa. I think that was it. And I forgot to mention that, or I missed it. I should say, perhaps I talked about something else for too much or too long there. Bouget to Estevez, to Bellingham, to Schmid, Rainman, Adeyemi, here comes Estevez. Oh, beautiful goal. And finally he gets to score again. Thiago Esteves. That's a player that I know I'm gonna lose one day, because we're not going to be able to continue to play the high salary that he's eventually going to demand. So most likely he'll go to Barcelona or Real Madrid, some team like that. I will try not to sell him to a rival club like I did with Mbappe. That was a bad mistake. Same goes for Adeyemi, by the way. If I don't decide to keep him when he gets his new contract up and running, which is going to happen at the end of this season or at the beginning of the next, I don't know how you want to call it, and he's going to earn a lot of money. He's going to be on that £500,000 a week contract, so I do feel like I want to get rid of him, but I don't want to sell him to a rival club in this division. It's got to be to Real Madrid or something like that. And imagine if I sell him to Real Madrid with him and Erling Haaland together again. Now Adeyemi being maybe as good as Haaland. Two such strikers, if they can work together, the horror to face those two. So half time, and as I promised, I'm going to do my changes right now. I don't care. Adam Ferguson, and we're actually going to go for Fofana, Tom McCarthy, and we're going to go for Adeyemi and bring in Andrew Harper. There we go. All our changes are done, and I'm just going to go for the assistant's recommendation, and we're off and running. The second half is on its way. Harper, Bellingham, Schmidt, Bouget, Esteves. Long ball towards Harper. Harper. Ooh. Harper. Adeyemi would have put that away. That's not good. So come on. Come on, United. There has been a bid for Adam Ferguson, but I felt I don't have a reserve at the moment. Yes, maybe I could. Maybe Sidal will continue to develop in a way that he could be the reserve the next season. But I can't take him back until after this season is over. So I just thought, no, I can't sell Adam Ferguson. I need him as a reserve. I thought he was going to be good enough to be able to take over after David De Gea, but no, he wasn't anywhere near that. So now I have Costa, and Costa is only 29, so he can stay on for another 4 or 5 seasons, I guess. Going to be a penalty, and Rain Man's going to take this penalty. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, he misses it. Oh, that's too bad. Not good for his self-confidence, that's for sure. Otherwise, I don't care. I don't really care. We are 5-0 up, and it's only 25 minutes left. So we're going to win this and go through to the next round of the FA Cup, which I'm very pleased with. Here's Florian Wirtz, and he shoots way over. 70 minutes, so 20 minutes to go, and we're 5-0 up, as I said. I am pretty much 100% sure that we're going to go through to the next round, which I'm very, very happy about. So, come on. Now, of course, yes, it would be sad to if they score, if we can't keep it without conceding, especially since we have Adam Ferguson and Tom McCarthy playing. But at the same time, it would most likely make us money because of the clauses with players getting extra money when we don't concede a goal. But yeah, right now I don't really care. It would be, I think it would be nicer for McCarthy and Adam Ferguson to keep a clean sheet back there. It would be better for their careers. Here's Rainman. Estevez. Harper lets it go to Wirtz. Oh, that was a beautiful way to play football. Here's Florian. Gets it in there. Rainman could not stand up against that defender, that's for sure. Boucher has played very bad today. Maybe I'm... Oh, look at that! Thiago Estevez. I'm thinking maybe Boucher should be put in the freezer for a couple of games. Take him off. We didn't get to sell Tariq Lamptey. I did offer him to clubs, but nobody wanted him. So I regret not saying thank you to Juventus. But I guess Juventus used their money on some other player. So that's a bit of a shame, but yeah, nothing to do about that now. And now we have him in the club. He's a good player, so I'm not complaining in that sense. It's just that... Ooh, let's look at this. Harper! Andrew Harper! Thank you! But could be offside. And it was offside. Ah, come on. Thought I was going to squeeze out a 7 or something out of Andrew Harper. Rainman was offside, or was it? No, it was Harper. Come on. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left here. Long ball. McCarthy picks it up. Schmidt. Long ball to Bellingham. Into Stockbridge. Stockbridge to Harper. Harper shoots. He hits the post. But he was offside again. Not his lucky day, that's for sure. 5 seconds left. The game is over. We win it 6-0. Good game by my lads. I'm really happy about this game. And we were able to give McCarthy the opportunity. We were able to give Adam Ferguson the opportunity, and both of them were playing really good. And we were able to give Andrew Harper the opportunity, and he was the disappointment in this, I can say, unfortunately. I think, to be honest, it would be good if we could... I mean, I don't know if it is like that. If I press the results on a game, I'm gonna try that out, because it would be great if you could, if you see, what was I going to say? Yeah, if you see the results after this here with every single. Well, let's move on, by the way, because it's the last game. So let's do it. Let's see if we can see anything. Dressing room, we're going to be pleased with this, so we're going to stretch our arms and move on. So we're through in the FA Cup. Now that's interesting, of course, to see if how far can we go in the FA Cup this season. And was there any surprise? Chelsea went through, unfortunately. I think Chelsea is the biggest rival we have, mostly because of Mbappe. So, yeah. Here we go. If I press this, could I get that match report? Yes! That's exactly what I wanted. I thought I was going to watch the game or something when I pressed. This is exactly... Now we can press more of that when we take a look at things like when Chelsea loses and stuff. Interesting to be able to do this. I didn't know that. I haven't daring to press a result because I was worried that I was going to get to see the highlights of the entire game and stuff like that. So brilliant, I must say, brilliant. Let's have a look here. Under 18 win again, and this one has been a remarkable player. I found him just on a free transfer, just mucking about, and I just thought, yeah, I'll sign him. He doesn't cost anything, so I did sign a contract with him, and he had nowhere to go since he had no club, anything. And yeah, I just said that, well, stay on trial until the contract starts running. And he's just been developing and developing and developing. Look at this, he's already 2.5 stars, 16 years old. I think this is going to be a superstar in the team. And he's got some extreme stars ability as well. I mean, it looks at the moment, I don't know, maybe something will stop him in the future, but at the moment, look at how brilliantly good he is. It's cool, and he does do a lot for our under 18 team, and he's going to be able to do that next season as well, because he can play yet another season in the under 18, which is super, very, very interesting. And maybe he'll even get right into the substitute bench when he turns 18 and can sign for the club for real as well. Let's say FA Cup 4th round win. Yeah, Muad Al-Suavi triumph shines as the under 18 triumph. That's good. 6 of the best. We scored 6 goals. We did get some money, 92,000. Charlton, I lent him out to Charlton, and he had a good performance. That's good. I really want him to develop. I think he's got some, as you can see here, I guess, a really high potential. So, and there's Sidal. Oh, first time in a long time that he didn't play well. That's a disappointment. Oh, he did face Charlton. So that Charlton was too good for him. Hibernian, Mike Clark, quiet game. All right, that's not so good. Kyle Shea didn't play well. That's too bad. Adeyemi in top form. Yes. Let's put our arms around and praise the heck out of him. And Juventus is after Mr. Karim Adeyemi as well. Anyway, let's get into finances. We have lost 2 million so far this month, and look at that, down to 30 million pounds. We did lose over 20 million pounds last month. It was a ridiculous last month, and yeah. Expenditure last month, bonuses. Is there? Yeah, look at the transfer last month. Look at the transfer this season. 125 million. We haven't bought any superstars. We've only bought young lads, and they are expensive, I guess. Or it could be that we have paid a lot on clauses for players that we bought. To be honest, I am a bit embarrassed about it, but I think we're still playing clauses for Erling Haaland. And yeah, that's a bit of a nightmare. But he gave us a lot of success when he played for us, and I don't think we could have won what we won without him. Our other players were definitely not ready, so we needed him in order for Benjamin Šeško and especially Adeyemi to become good enough to take his role, so to speak, in the team, to be a brilliant striker. So yeah, I guess he was worth the money. I don't think I would have had the job if I haven't been able to sign some of those players, because they have really saved my neck here. And I think I'm going to be a bit more safe because of the history that I have now with winning so much with let's see, can we see, here we go, league history. Look at this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight league victories. It should count for a lot. It should, but we don't have I have the trophies. Champions League, I think I have 4 of the, yeah, that's gotta be me, have winning 4 out of them. Yeah, 23, 24, 25 and 26. All of those are mine, so I won it 4 years in a row. The World Cup is, 1 is Ferguson and 1 is me. That's way back in the time. That's not me, that's Mourinho. Super Cup, 23, 24, 25 and 26, so 4 titles. I've won 4 of those titles. FA Cup, I have 1, 2, 3 of them. So that's interesting, of course. Intercontinental Cup, 1999, that's not me, that's Ferguson. And this one, we haven't been down there. Carabao Cup, I have actually won 4 out of 9. So only 5 times have we won it before. Ferguson was the first one to win the League Cup in 1992, and he then won it 3 more times. So Ferguson has won that competition 4 times, then Mourinho won it 17, and then I have won it 4 times here in this here. I know that Ten Hag have won it since then, but yeah. Community Shield, I think I have 4 titles in that of those 25, and I guess it's Mourinho in 2016 that has won. I wonder if that wasn't the season where we beat Wigan in that Community Shield. I think it was. And I can see that Ferguson in his last season actually won. No. 2013 is the season, because this one is where you start, not where you end, I guess. So 2013 is David Moyes winning against Wigan, I believe, just after Ferguson left the club. And then we don't have any more competitions, but it's been a very successful run for us, so I do believe that we can come back to that. Now let's have a look at the competition as it stands right now. We're top of the table. I don't know why this isn't up here. I mean, yeah, I would definitely have it more understanding that since we are top of the table, pretty much leading with 9 points here, it should be 100% here performance. They should feel that we are 100% challenging for the Premier League title at the moment. If we fall down to 2nd position, then I could understand if we were lower there. But yeah, that's ridiculous. Honestly, in the league when we are 9 points ahead of Chelsea, who have we lost against? Brentford and Manchester City. Both of them are substandard teams. City down 11th, Brentford are down to 15. I mean, yeah. Now this is more like it, and since this is a cup competition, we haven't reached the final or anything yet, so I understand that the performance is only there, and we're going to face off against Atletico, Madrid, and it's going to be very interesting to see if we can beat them out. And then we have the FA Cup. We are through to the next round, which is incredibly interesting. We have the Carabao Cup, where we're going to have to play without Anthony Woodall against Chelsea. And that's going to be a tough one. Real tough one. I'm really dreading that game. Don't really know how to handle it at the moment, but once we get there, I'll know. I'll figure it out how to handle Chelsea in that Carabao Cup, and hopefully we will win it. So let's get into the schedule. In this episode, we have, let's look at this. We have faced Aston Villa, and we won it 3-0. So it was against Fulham. Fulham was the game where Adeyemi scored all 4 goals, and I forgot to talk about that after the game. And then we beat Swansea, of course, with another 3 goals from Adeyemi. So he's really on form. Let's hope we can continue that in the next episode. So now we have, in the next episode, we're going to face Nottingham Forest. We are a week away until we're going to face Nottingham Forest. Then we're going to face Leeds. And then we only have 3 days until we're going to face Atletico Madrid. So I'm considering that maybe we'll do a lot of resting against Leeds in order to put in the very, very best team against Atletico Madrid. Now, we're not going to be able to play Anthony Woodall, which is a huge disappointment for me. But the rest of them, we want to be fresh there. And hopefully we'll do some resting of the really tired players instead of changing the teams, so that we can try and have the very best team against Chelsea in that Carabao Cup final. And then we have a 5th round in the FA Cup to handle just 3 days after that. Now, if we get a difficult team, I guess we're going to have to do some resting again of our star players in order to try and use the best team again. If we get a really low team, I'm going to try to do as many changes as possible. As many changes as I dare to do. So, going to be interesting who we get drawn against in that game, of course. So, yeah. But the next episode is Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, and Atletico Madrid. All 3 games away, which is going to be a pain in the neck. But yeah, that's just the way it is. Medical Center, we can see here current injuries. Anthony Woodall out for 4 weeks. Major setback. Matthias de Ligt is out with a flu and is going to be back in 3 or 4 days. Oh, sorry, don't know what came over me there. Really tired. So he's going to be back and able, if he's going to play, I don't know, but he's going to be able to play the next game already. So that's going to be good enough. So because there is 7 days until we're going to face off against Nottingham Forest in the league. So, and I don't really feel like that's going to be a huge problem. Being without him, if need be, against Nottingham Forest. I think we can use some reserve players. We need to use most of our best players, of course, but I do believe we can use some reserve players against Nottingham Forest and still feel pretty secure that we're going to win that game. But yeah, accidents always happens from time to time, so of course, it's never a sure thing, but I would say if we don't get any more injuries, winning against Nottingham Forest is a 99% chance of doing. So, yeah. But that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, leave a little comment down below, share with your friends. What else? I think you're just gonna have to say, stay safe out there, have heaps of fun, and I'll just end with bye 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 bye.
Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripping the mouse like a snake. buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob. Loading screen feels like eternity's grasp. Spawning in with hope and newbies gasp. Teammates groan when they see my name, but I'll press start again, not feeling any shame.